What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel with another video. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me because I want to post a Q&A on this channel, but I need your guys' help for the social workers that are watching this, and you guys have any questions about the social work, like with schooling or internships, just any Q&A social work related, okay? Because I want to make a video on that soon, so go ahead and follow me. It'll be down here, and it's also going to be in the description box down below, okay? So as you guys already know, I wanted to provide you guys with some valuable information today. So let's just dive right into the video. So when, you know, deciding on where you want to do your internship at, it's very, I'm sorry if you hear that. That's the air conditioner in the background if you hear that, and there's a fan going because it's hot as heck in here. But you know, when deciding on your internship, you really want to make sure that first decide about your school. Like, you need to decide, okay, does my school have a contract with other agencies or organizations or companies, or do I have to go out and find an agency myself? Most schools have an contract with other organizations or agencies. So the first step, if you have that already in place, your school has that, you need to talk to your field instructor. You know, talking to your field instructor, their job is to help you find an internship that they have a contract with already. So, you know, you just tell them your interest in population, whether that be medical, you know, adoption, the youth, DCS and probation, the list goes on, as we already know. And then from there, you can easily go ahead and find an agency in that way. Another way that you can find an internship is by advocating for yourself. If you guys already know, and if you don't know, then you need to go ahead and watch this video, and it'll be up here on the cards, because your girl advocated for her own internship, okay? And you can too. Any of you guys can. My school didn't have a contract with this hospital, and I advocated for myself to get that internship at that hospital, and you can do that too. You can advocate for yourself. So maybe you have an internship interest in a nursing home nearby, or maybe it is at a youth agency and they don't have a contract. Speak to your field instructor about that, and your field instructor can reach out to that agency or organization, or whatever the rules are, if they have to reach out or if you can reach out and talk to someone about that and see what the steps are, what the rules are, how you guys can get through it together, and how you can intern at that possible internship opportunity. It can be a process because they have to get together the contract and stuff like that, agreement, but it's still a good way to reach out. I know my school, we're not allowed to reach out to the internship place. Like, for instance, like when I wanted to intern at the hospital, I was not allowed to reach out to that hospital because it's just, I guess for in my schools, like they're on their end of the stick or their end of the bargain, they feel like, you know, we're getting our hopes up and we might not even get that internship, so we don't reach out. They want to do it themselves, so they can handle the business aspect first, asking them the valuable questions like, are you able to you know, sign a contract? What are the rules and regulations that the student has to abide by? Can I let them know that, you know, you may be reaching out to them soon for the interview, for the internship, etc., etc. So that's that aspect. And then another one is you can look on Indeed, okay? So if your school is the one where they don't have any contracts with the school, I mean, not school, I'm sorry, they don't have any contracts with the internship placements, and they're not really like too picky, and they're kind of flexible with you interning anywhere, and they want you to reach out, they want you to find internships, then the best way to do this, if you don't know of one already, is to look on Indeed, you guys, because Indeed has so much, like so many internship placements that you can do nearby, or even if maybe you have to travel a little distance, maybe take a summer internship opportunity, or if it's school year or something like that. So I'm gonna show you guys on my computer how you guys can do that on Indeed. Okay guys, so what I'm about to do now is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to find internships in your area, okay? So for my purposes, I'm going to look in Indiana. I'm just going to do general, just Indiana, and then you know, wherever you reside at, you can go ahead and do the same. So let's go ahead and let's do it, okay? So Boom. So as you guys can see, okay, there is a couple, there's many, numerous, okay. There's 2 pages, so that's pretty good for the area. I just did a whole the state of Indiana. So the first one here is fall and spring semester 2021 to 2022, and this is the Porter County Prosecutor's Office. So let's take a look. It's obviously unpaid, and it's for the school year of 2021 to 2022. It's a victim advocate intern, so you're advocating for the person, I'm assuming, that is considered the victim in the criminal situation. If you look here, it talks about the job types such as full-time, part-time, etc., etc. Number of hires for this role, it says 2. You have to have your high school diploma or like your GED. They want you to have your driver's license, assuming, because probably you have to run errands or drive to numerous places. It talks about the description of what you'd be doing. So it says we have an office in both Valpo and Portage, so it seems to be that you would have to drive to Portage location and Valpo location. And it talks about what you'd be doing at the internship, at least a minimum of 21 hours a week, okay. Some of the responsibilities, which is kind of interesting. You do like a screen criminal files, data entry, tracking criminal cases for victims, accompanying victims to court trial, dispositions, help filing out no contract orders, work directly with crime victims, etc. So this would be full-time, part-time, and it's an internship. You would do 8-hour shifts for days, Monday to Friday. And then it talks about language, so maybe they prefer you to have more than one language. Work remotely, no. So as you guys can see, like I said, I just put social work intern and then where, Indiana. So okay, here's another one we have in they have an intern patient transition integrated care management. So let's take a look. So it says here, it just talks about, like, it says requires a company to be a graduate of an accredited MSW program no more than 120 days post-graduation. So you can do this internship while you're in college, I'm assuming, or if you want to do it after college, it can't be no more than 120 days after you graduated with your MSW. Or you can have your bachelor's. It says you can require a bachelor's degree in social work related fields. It talks about some of the other skills they would like you to have before applying for this internship. And then if you want to apply on the company site, and I guess if they're interested, they would return your phone call. I mean, or your application with your information, they would go ahead and call you if they're interested. Let's take a look here. So they have other ones too. Oh, here's another one. They have one which is nearby. This is the clinical intern, so this would be a part-time internship. And it just talks about the internship opportunities for graduate master's level. So you'd have to have your master's for this internship. So obviously if you were studying clinical social work, clinical mental health counseling, marriage and family therapy, and clinical addictions counseling programs. So they said that interns or practicum students will be assigned to one of our locations, Valpo, Portage, or not. Oh, it says due to the limited number of positions available, placement is competitive. Internships are generally scheduled for the fall through spring semesters. Applications will be reviewed beginning January 2021 for fall 2021 placements, okay? So this is 30+ days old, but they said 2021 to 2022, which it's 2021 now to 2022. So I mean, it seems like they're still accepting interns, obviously, because next year is 2022. And then it just says, like, you have to have your graduate level internship requirements. So you either have to have your master's in social work or psychology. It said must be a school-sponsored internship, and you have to have a grade point average of 3.0 or higher. So when you're looking at some of these internships on Indeed, some of the internship sites, or what, like the sites that you want to intern at online, will tell you, like, you have to have a certain grade point average. And they do this because they want students that are performing well in school to be able to handle this internship. Because if your GPA is really low and you're not performing well, and then you're trying to intern on top of that, it's going to be hard to stay afloat and maintain good grades and to, you know, be the most competent, ethical social worker that you can be if you're not doing good in your classes. Obviously, if you're not doing good in your classes, then you need to speak to your advisor and you need to figure out a different plan so that you can, you know, get those grades up. But anywho, in order for you to intern, you have to have a good GPA and you'd still be in the program. So your advisor wouldn't let you intern if you're not doing good in your classes. So if you made it this far to do internship, good job. Then it just talks about here about like the different departments that they are looking for. Beyond Boundaries experimental therapy, and it talks a little bit about that. Beyond Boundaries outpatient therapy, and it talks a little bit about that. And then outpatient therapy, a little bit about that. And then it mentions if you have any questions to contact this person. You can email them or call that person. I think that's really nice because sometimes you have questions and you don't know who you're supposed to reach. So that was really nice. I thought that was very nice of them. Let's look at another one. Ooh, okay, here's another bachelor's level. Okay, this is in Indianapolis, the bachelor's level internship opportunity. It's a Cummins Behavioral Health Systems. So it talks about you would serve as a member of the clinical treatment plan, primarily providing persons served with face-to-face contact, coordinate treatment with members of the interdisciplinary team. And then let's go down here. Education or experience must be enrolled as a student at an organization approved collegiate higher education program seeking a bachelor's in either social work, psychology, sociology, marriage and family counseling, or other organization approved mental health counseling degree. And you must possess this or be able to obtain and maintain a public passenger chauffeur's license. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it looks here if you would want to intern at this facility, you'd have to apply online. So as you guys can see, I'm not going to really go in any more further detail, but on this one there's two pages, and as you can see, pretty much it's a mixture of BSW and MSW internship sites, and most of these you'd have to apply online, and then they would reach out to you if they're interested. And then if you have any questions or concerns, I'm sure somewhere on this website there's a number or an email that you can contact to reach out if you have any questions about anything. And let me go ahead and stop that. So yeah, but that is it for this video. I hope it was very, very helpful because I wanted to really give you guys valuable information on how to find an internship site, because it can be hard, especially during the pandemic, and some places still aren't accepting interns. Some are virtual, some are in person, so it can be frustrating as a student trying to find the perfect internship site for you. If you thought this was a valuable and great video, go ahead and leave a like, leave a comment in the comment section down below if you are on your internship journey, or if you could intern anywhere, where would it be? Thank you for taking time to journey with me during my college journey on to going into senior year, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye.